Mr. Chaudhankar, I'll have to interrupt you. I'm getting some breaking news, but please stay on with me. Now, NewsX has accessed the inside image of the flight boarded by the Luthra brothers. So that is the image inside the flight which was boarded by the Luthra brothers. They have been apprehended and brought to Delhi and will soon be presented at the Patiala House Court. So those are exclusive visuals that we have, viewers, and I'd like to go back to my guests. Now, Savio Rodriguez, BJP leader, and Girish Chaudhankar, Congress leader, back with me on the broadcast. Now, we don't want to give this a political color, Savio. We want solutions and we want to be safe in the country when we go out to a nightclub. Any pointed suggestions that you have?
So the first thing that needs to be done, in my personal opinion, is that the checks and balances in running the concept of a nightclub needs to be put in place. Because there is no such concept as a nightclub as far as the legal tenability of a license or a particular protocol is there in Goa. All we have is a bar and restaurant license. So if you are having a nightclub, I think the government must set up and stipulate rules of nightclubs as far as their constructions are concerned and their usabilities are concerned, as well as their safety and security is concerned, because they don't have that. So let me give you a statistical point of data. There are about reportedly 157 clubs in Goa or large-scale restaurants in Goa. And out of that, when this was reported by the local media, 117 of them do not have a single permission in place. So the concept of nightclub in Goa does not exist. There's no legal, tenable protocol that says this is a nightclub. So the first thing that needs to be done is a set of rules that define a nightclub and sets the protocols and the policies and the required necessary clearances for a nightclub. That's point number one. Point number two is that the powers in the panchayat, which they had given to give away the NOCs, and thereby, creating an obfuscation of the actual responsibilities of the checks and balances also needs to be looked at, because the panchayat is the first step of any clearance to any such project as far as the state is concerned or far as any construction is concerned in a particular locality. So you need to strengthen the panchayat control and also ensure that there's a check and balance within the panchayat, which did not exist in this case, right? The third important thing is the industry that is impacted the most is tourism. But technically, tourism also does not have a say as far as nightclubs are concerned, because it does not come under the purview of tourism checks and balances. That does not exist, and therefore, we have to create a system that allows for tourism also to have a checks and balance as far as the nightclub is concerned. At this point of time, every single nightclub in Goa is illegal because they are functioning as a bar and a restaurant. They are not nightclubs, and they have not been defined as nightclubs, and that is where the problem starts. Until we do that, these nightclubs will continue to exist. It's not about sealing them down. You can seal it down and they will come back up again after a fine or whatever is done. But the point is, set the rules and allow, if you want nightclubs to be there, then it has to have that kind of culture that is similar to Goa, and not the kind of nightclubs that have been running illegally, that are running as belly dancing spots and various other nefarious activities that happen over there. That is not the culture of Goa, and we don't want nightclubs in Goa unless they are going to have certain value of lounging and entertainment that the people of Goa and tourists like to come to Goa for. If it's going to have things like belly dancing and other nefarious activities, we would rather not have the nightclub. If people want that kind of nightclub, they can please go to Thailand if they want.
I'd request both my guests to stay on with me, and viewers, we're